There's a Washington said, without commitment, you will never start. Without consistency, you will never finish. It takes commitment to commit and embrace your trials. Though it may be difficult, you will go at it. Though it may be hard, you will still push forward. Because, beloved, I tell you, nobody got to where they've gotten to by being in comfort. It takes discomfort to take you to that place of comfort that you seek. Get to the place where when you wake up, your body is saying no, but your spirit is saying yes. But tell your body that, hey, body, I'm a spirit and I'm controlling this body. Let's get up, go to the field, train, and rehearse and practice for that one opportunity. Because when something is planted, nobody sees it, but it is there. So you who planted it, it is your responsibility to embrace that. You wake up every morning and water it. I listened to a guru. He said that the same door that when you open it brings good things, that same door also brings bad things. So does it mean because it's bringing bad things, you close the door? Keep trying. Don't give up. Embrace the trials, for it is part of the story that will be told. It is not about luck. It is about preparation during trials. So your trials, if you see them as opportunities, it brings you growth. It brings you to a place of experience. So beloved, when you get to the place of opportunity, or a place that has been orchestrated for you to shine, do not rely on your strength. Remember to call on God. Remember to depend on God and ask Him, seek guidance to give you clarity on what you are going to do. Because whatever God is part, you become successful. When you take God factor out of the situation, you fall in disgrace. On this episode, we will focus on embracing trials for growth. We will embrace trials and see them as what? Opportunities, but not as obstacles. Because when you embrace trials, they become opportunities that shift you from nothing to something, shift you into a level of elevation, and propels you into greatness. Because you've embraced your trials and you've overcome them. So, I want us to talk about the insights of what trials. You see, when we embrace our trials, we cultivate resilience in character. It's about shifting our mindset from viewing hardship as burdens to seeing them as what? Blessing. That is why I say, do not see your trials as obstacles, but rather see them as what? Opportunities for growth. Think of the athletes. They will train day in, day out, wake up at dawn while others are sleeping. Students who are going to write exams, wake up at dawn, studying, learning, preparing for that one opportunity, for that one chance that will make them shine. You see, when you embrace trials and you know that everything requires process to get you to where you are going, that is when what? You get to the level or the place of what? Embracing trials. Because if athletes will train day in, day out for that one moment, one opportunity to shine, then it means that every human being, you must embrace your what? Trials. And see your trials as what? Opportunities and not barriers or obstacles. But see them as opportunities for growth that will shift you from nothing to something, or will shift you from your place of what? Comfort to a higher level. So embracing trials bring what? Discomfort. Means that you have to wake up at dawn, study while everybody is what? Sleeping. It means that you have to train while everybody is what? Sleeping. It means that you have to do it, get up, be at it consistently. Like there's a Washington said, without commitment, you will never start. Without consistency, you will never finish. It takes commitment to commit and embrace your trials. Though it may be difficult, you will go at it. Though it may be hard, you will still push forward. Because beloved, I tell you, Nobody got to where they've gotten to by being in comfort. It takes discomfort to take you to that place of comfort that you seek. Everything in life is a process, and you cannot skip any process. It is a step. It is a step. You have to take one step at a time, one day at a time. Trust me. Sometimes you're motivated and you feel the enthusiasm to do it. There are other days you wake up and then the motivation is gone. That is where you embrace the trial. You tell yourself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Get to the place where when you wake up, your body is saying no, but your spirit is saying yes. But tell your body that, hey, body, I'm a spirit and I'm controlling this body. Let's get up, go to the field, train, and rehearse and practice for that one opportunity. Get up at dawn, steady. If it is coffee, if it is whatever is going to keep you up, embrace it and stay up and steady and pass it. I love athletes. They prepare day in, day out, back to back. But as I talk about them, I want to talk about the biblical aspect. When you look at the story of Joseph, when he had a dream that his brothers were bowing down to him, everybody was bowing down to him. When he had a dream, he did not see the part of what being sold or being kept in the pit, being sold or going to prison. But there's something beautiful about that story that I love. You see, when Joseph had a dream and told his father said, son, it is your dream. That is why sometimes it is better to shut up. Keep it to yourself. Work on it. Because when something is planted, nobody sees it. But it is there. So you who planted it, it is your responsibility to embrace that. You wake up every morning and water it. So when you have a dream, or when you're seeking purpose, or when you have a goal, or something that you want to achieve, it is important that you embrace it by following it, going through the process, embracing the struggles, the difficulties, the challenges that it will bring. So when I go back to the story of Joseph, he saw himself in the dream where people were bowing down to him, but he did not see the part where his brothers was going to betray him, where he was going to be sold into slavery. But when you are going through the phase of trials, embrace it. People will betray you. It's part of the journey. Do not be upset or keep malice or bitterness because of what people have done to you. Because I listened to a guru, he said that the same door that when you open it brings good things, that same door also brings bad things. So does it mean because it's bringing bad things, you close the door? Because remember, if you close the door, the good things will not come. So if somebody is bad, in as much as they are bad, there's something good in them. And sometimes people must be bad because of your purpose, so that it will push you or drive you into the place God wants you to be. Because remember that he said all things work together for good for they that love their Lord, their God. So when Joseph saw the vision or the dream, he did not see prison, he did not see pit. So when we go back to Joseph's story, when he was sold and the Ishmaelites took him to Egypt and handed him over to Pharaoh, whilst Joseph was in the house of Pharaoh, because his father trained him very well, he succeeded living peacefully in the house of Pharaoh until the wife, Potiphar, came in the picture. So sometimes you can get to a place in life where everything seems to be moving smoothly. Then some trap or some snare will come. But beloved, that is why depending on God is important, because when you seek God and God guides you, He will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and the noisome pestilence. So when Potiphar came and offered a free privilege, And Joseph did not what? Fall for that trap. The woman became upset with him, forged a story, and lied against him. And Joseph was taken back to prison. So you see, it is all working together for you. Wherever you've got into in life, whatever you are facing, whatever it may be, whether things are not in order, whether delay, whether setback, disappointment, promise and fail, here and there. Embrace the trials. Do not let it shut you down. Do not feel like giving up. Giving up is not an option. After all, what do you stand to lose? Keep trying. Don't give up. Embrace the trials, for it is part of the story that will be told. So when Joseph was taken to prison, every human being, there comes a time, you face some struggle, then you feel lost, you feel empty, you feel like, Charlie, what is this? This life, we've all been there, and you'll be there. So when Joseph got to the prison, in order for him to be prepared, God creates a platform where some of the counselors of the Egyptian master Pharaoh was also brought to the prison. Because Joseph had to go and interpret a dream in the end of his story to get him to the next level. You see, God always finishes before he starts. That is why whatever you are facing, he says that count it all joy, because it produces perseverance and produces character. So it is okay that you are going through certain things. Embrace it. Because when Joseph was in the prison and those counselors was brought to the prison, it is funny how God works. So it's all working together for you. God made them dream. So for Joseph to master the interpretation of dream, he made those in the prison there with him dream. And when they had a dream, they told Joseph, or they were telling themselves. And Joseph said, this is what your dream means to the first one, that the next day you'll be released and you go back to the house and you'll still be together with Pharaoh or the Egyptian master. The other one too is he explained his dream, interpreted it. So do you know what was happening there? God was training him, teaching him how to what? Interpret dream for that one opportunity. Just like the athletes train every day in their life, day in, day out, for that one opportunity to shine. So Joseph was also being prepared during what? His trials, because there was opportunity coming that he would need to what? Shine that day. But you cannot shine when you've not been in the place of trials or preparation. So it is not about luck, it is about preparation during trials. So your trials, if you see them as opportunities, it brings you growth. It brings you to a place of experience. So Joseph had experience where he had built the experience of what? Interpreting dreams. But you know what? When the counselor was going, when he was being released, he said, when you go, remember me. When he left, 3 years, he forgot Joseph. So don't worry when people forget you, because it's all part of the story that God is using you to write. For God, he has finished. You are only going through the process of entering into your place of what? Fulfillment and abundance. Though it may tarry. Though it may tarry. Though it may tarry. It will come to pass. Because the Bible says, it says that when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen swiftly. It will happen like this swiftly. So that is why somebody will train an athlete, or somebody will go through trials. But when they've been able to embrace their trials and they've come to the place of what? Overcoming it. When their blessing is coming, it comes in swiftness because they have persevered through character check. They've gone through the test. So now they can have what? The testimony. So after years, because of how God has orchestrated his ways and planned his life for everybody, he caused a dream on Pharaoh, on the Egyptian master, that his counselors, his magicians, could not explain. It's not that they could not interpret it. God intentionally made it that way because it was an opportunity prepared for who? Joseph. The same thing happened on the field where David was going to meet Goliath. Even though they were well-trained military men, they could not face Goliath because it was not an opportunity for them. It was an opportunity for who? David. The same thing happened to Joseph. Even though there were magicians and counselors that had wisdom and interpretation power to interpret dreams, it's not as if they had not interpreted dreams before for the king. They used to. But this particular one was an opportunity for who? Joseph. So see, beloved, I don't know where you have gotten to in life, but whatever it is better to go back to God and ask for guidance, and start to study and start to prepare and start to learn and start to be in a preparation form, because there is an opportunity that has been orchestrated for you and you alone. So when you get there, because it is for you, nobody can do it but just you, because it is God that has made it so. And because He has made it so, and because you have embraced your trial moment, you gain the experience, and when the opportunity is given, you become victorious. So what happened? Joseph was remembered after years and then brought to the what? The house of Pharaoh. And then Pharaoh told him the dream. You know what I love about David and Joseph? Before they took any step, they remembered that they had to seek counsel from God. When David wanted to fight Goliath, he called God to help him. When Joseph got to Pharaoh and he had to interpret the dream, not because he was experienced, he depended on his experience. He remembered and said in his heart and his mind that God prayed in his heart and said that God, help me to interpret this dream. So beloved, when you get to the place of opportunity or a place that has been orchestrated for you to shine, do not rely on your strength. Remember to call on God. Remember to depend on God and ask Him, seek guidance to give you clarity on what you are going to do. Because whatever God is part, it becomes successful. When you take God factor out of the situation, you fall in disgrace. So if you want to enjoy the reward that comes with depending on God, always call upon God, no matter where you've gotten to. Like I said in the previous episode, even if you have been given abundant wealth, do not depend on the wealth when trials come or challenges come. Remember to go to God first. Because in order of going to God, you gain wisdom and power, and ability is activated in you to do might and exploit. Because He said one cannot do except power has been given. So God will give you the power to do might and exploit, or God will give you the power to acquire what you are seeking. So when Joseph got there, he prayed within himself and said, Lord, help me to interpret this dream. And that was where swiftly his life transformed from a prisoner to a second in command. You see, so whatever you are going through today, beloved, go through it. But don't just go through it, learn and study through it and pick up the lessons and experiences and learn to depend on God when the opportunity comes for you to shine. Because when you call on God on that day, you outshine everybody and you become victorious. Because He says that this is the heritage of the children. I, the Lord, will defend you and I will give you victory. He says His vindication is from above. He will give you true vindication. He will give you true vindication. So embracing trials on this episode, as I ended, is very important that what? You focus on what? Prayer and reflection. Because it is important to call on God no matter the situation you find yourself. Imagine David did not call on God. Imagine Joseph did not call on God. So wherever you get to, call on God and embrace your trials. And know that He is your God and He's with you. And He will deliver you from all your fears. So as I close on this episode, beloved, remember that trials lead us to a deeper faith and a greater strength and connect us deeply with our God, with our source, who gives us strength. Beloved, hold on. Embrace your trials. Face them and know that your Lord, your God is with you. And He will empower you, and He will strengthen you, and He will help you, and He will uphold you. So as I close on this episode, beloved, remember that the Lord is your strength. Go to Him in all times and be with Him in all times. Whether you are blessed or you are in trial, remember to seek God counsel, and you will be blessed, and your life will never be the same. Remember to comment, share, subscribe, and put out your thoughts and how you overcame your struggles. You may be touching someone's life. You may be transforming someone's life. Remember that you are on Great Up, where great meets grace with Jason. Stay blessed until the next episode. We love you.